So I've had a lot of trouble finding coils or finding a coil for this ATC70. It's been a real booger, so I'm going to go right to it. I'm going to show you what I found. Here's what you get when you punch in to eBay ATC70 coil. So I ordered one of these. Here it is, and this is what I read testing it. So I've got the high tension lead, and I ground it. 2.935. Now I switch the leads, put the red onto the ground and the black onto the high tension. I get basically the same output, 2.9 ohms. And then if I go to the secondary or primary, I guess, whatever they call it, there's two areas. There's this wire and you ground it, you get 0.3. So quite a bit less than if you go to the spark plug wire. And that's normal. That's the way it's supposed to be. If you swap these and put the ground onto the positive line going in, then you get a higher, you get 0.9. As opposed to 0.4. So I installed it and didn't really know what the specs should have been or should be, and it wouldn't fire. So I go right to the internet, and the only specs I can find is on this thread on a site for the three-wheelers, and it says 0.2 to 0.3, which is really close to what I was getting on the primary. And then I should be getting 9 to 11 ohms on the secondary, but I was only getting, as you could see, much less than. So from there I thought, well, you know, they were cheap. It was $8.99, Chinese stuff. So probably an out-of-the-box failure. So I ordered another one. So while I was waiting for that to come in, I went ahead and pulled the coil out of this CT70 that is the same. It's 6 volts. And I pulled it out to test it and to see if it was any different. And it was. This is the readings I got off of that coil. And it was quite higher on both sides. And so I thought, well, okay, I'll hook it up. So I hooked it up to the 70 and just temporarily to see if it would run. And I got spark and it ran perfect. So I knew the coil's the issue. So I've got the new one in the mail, and I'm going to measure the the ohms. And here's the primary, 0.2. And that is, from what Climber says, well, it drops down to 1, but let's just say it's 2. Let's swap the leads, see if we get a higher reading. Here we get 1.1. Okay, so that's close to what Climber says, which is 0.2 to 0.3. But when we go to the primary side, or the secondary side, we're getting 2.6. That's not good. It's supposed to be 9 to 11. And this is the reading I'm getting off of all of this style that I have purchased. And now this is my third one brand new. This is the coil that I have come to from all of this searching. And it puts out the same readings as my CT70, about 9 or 10 on the secondary, and about 1 or so on the primary. As you can see, it's a little different configuration. It's just a different brand, I guess, or manufacturer, but it works and it reads the proper reading. This can be such a frustrating problem, getting no spark. And so what I did is I checked for spark coming out of the stator. That's this wire that's coming out, and it comes out from the flywheel area here, and it's basically, you know, your power, your alternator. So, you know, I spin it over or pull the rope, and I'm getting power with a test light. So I know I'm getting power to the coil, and then I'm not getting any spark out of the spark plug. So that's what got me to believe that the coil was bad. Well, in this particular case, I want it all new because this is a new restoration. It's, you know, literally everything on this bike is like new or new. So I wanted a new coil. They were somewhat unobtainium for OEM. There was one for 130 or something. I didn't want to pay that. So I went for the 899er. So I thought I would pull the tank and the seat just to show you what the coil looks like, so you can compare it online, and you can see that this is totally different than the little ones you get off eBay and the other places I'm going to show later. All right, so I pulled it out, and I'm going to test it for you. This is the one that I'm going to show where I bought it and how I bought it. But anyway, this is the one that has been proven to work. So I'm going to test it, and then I'm going to test the other one again. So we'll test the secondary side. We're getting 18.6. Now if I cross it and use the negative terminal on the spark plug lead, we get the same. So let's test the primary. I'll just put the negative on the input. We're looking at 547, something like that, and then we'll switch these. Looking at 2.1. So with the positive lead on the wire going in and grounding the ground, we get 2.1. So that is a reading on both ends. Now I want to show you this CT70 that I'm restoring, and it's got a brand new coil, and I know it works because I got spark. And let me show you the readings on it. So I'm going on the primary side, and I'm going to ground it to the frame. We're getting 3.8. 3.8. Now let's swap these. Again, I'm going on the primary side, the little wire going into the coil. So 2.7. You see how that's close to the reading of the other? So with the red wire coming off the tester going to the small lead going into the coil, we're getting 2.5. Now we'll do the spark plug. (17.2) or 17.12. So these are the readings that you're going to be wanting to get for the 6-volt coil. Obviously, because the CT70 coil and ATC70 coil are putting out basically real close in numbers on the primary and secondary. So let's get the China Diner. The China Diner off of eBay. And I'm not going to name any names in this report because there's just no reason. This is what you're going to get. 2.9 on the secondary side, which should be, what do we get? 14, 15, 17? So you're only getting 2. Let's swap them. You're only getting 3, just so give it 3. I don't think 3 is good enough. I don't think 3 will do it. And then we'll go to the primary side. Getting 0.2 instead of 2 point or 3 or 3 point, 2 or 3, we're getting 0.1. So one possible explanation is that these are 12-volt coils. Now, I don't know enough about the 12-volt, 6-volt differences, but it could be that they're just selling a coil from China that, may work perfectly well with a 12-volt system. So now I'm going to show you what research. So the parts manager just reminded me that I did not come up with this. He's the one that shopped and found the right coil. Right, Chico? All right, well, let's look. Let's look. So he's telling me to go and show the first thing that we found. Okay, so we found, by typing in ATC70 coil, he first ordered this. And if you look at it, they all almost look the same. They don't differ much. You know, you've got the same little curve, bolts the same way. It's got one wire coming out. This is pretty much the picture that you find on all the different sites. You know, it's like they sell the same coil. And even, you know, some better, you know, ATC sites and better like CT70 sites, this is what I found. And I actually ordered one of these. Came from, I'm not going to name the name, but it came from a, you know, a dedicated Honda restoration vintage site that everyone uses. And this is the picture they have on there, and it didn't work. It read the same readings as the one I got here off of eBay. So finally I went to a forum and I told Chico, you got to look at this forum, because they're saying go to this site here, and I'm not, you know, plugging this site. I'm just saying this is where I found one that works. And as you can see, it's totally different, and it looks different in the picture, and it even says 6-volt coil. So that is what we end up with. So the parts manager, Chico, he wanted to tell you that don't mess around with the eBay ones, because they're not going to work like you would think they would work. I don't know. The ones I got, could all three of them have been bad? I ordered two from a reputable Honda ATC CT70 site, and both of them had the same sort of things. And he told me so. Yeah, look at that. I told you so. And so when I went on to a couple of forums, one guy replied, and I got I'm not going to plug that forum either, but, you know, it's Planet Minis, I think is what it was. Anyway, one guy rang in and said, you got to look at this coil. So I just wanted to share that with you. If you're having coil problems on your ATC70 or a CT70, you got to be careful where you buy your coil. Just wanted to mention one other thing, that the places that I bought the coils, they were very good about taking them back. And I know electrical parts are tough because, you know, someone could put it in and short it or who knows what. But both eBay and the reputable, and I still order from them, and they have great stuff, they both gave me a quick refund, no questions asked. In fact, the reputable Honda vintage parts place sent me a new one, said, let me send you another one and see if it works. And that's when I knew there was something up with those coils, because it was the second one that I got from the reputable place and one from eBay. They both read about the same readings, and neither of them worked. None of them worked, all three of them. And by hooking up the CT70 coil to this ATC70, I quickly realized that I had probably got 12-volt coils, and they were listed for the ATC70, and they go all the way up to 85. This is an 83, and they're all the same. So just wanted to point that out. So hope your problem gets cured by getting the right